Hi, welcome to United Polaris Lounge in Newark Liberty International Airport. Today we're traveling to Manila, Philippines, and we are excited to show you the lounge that is new in the Newark Airport.
So this is the entryway into the Polaris Lounge. As you can see, it's fairly empty at this point because this is at about 9 o'clock in the morning. Um, as soon as you come in, you're gonna see some seating areas here on the right hand side.
It's actually pretty big and expansive. So many sitting areas, which I really love.
And on coming up here on the right hand side, there's gonna be a business center basically where you have some desktops where you can work, and there's some private seating areas as well where you can uh, sit down and work as well. And they have some phone booths in case you need to make phone calls so you don't disturb other people. And as you walk further in, you see the screens for the different flights, and we're gonna come up onto the bar area.
Oh, my favorite area, the bar place. Even if it's early, they're already serving. Probably you can order like some mimosa, which we did later on.
They actually have some pretty top shelf liquor back there, all kinds, and you can order anything you want at this point, even if it's early in the morning. They have some customers already.
Yeah, who would like to pass on some good drinks, even if it's early in the morning?
Back there, there's some restrooms that are available. They have multiple areas with restroom facilities. They even have shower facilities in the space. You can see in the back there, there's some, that's the food area. We'll get to that soon. But as you walk past the bar area, on the left hand side here, you can see the a la carte dining area. We didn't avail it because the actual buffet area had pretty good selection, so we didn't sit down and have a meal. But as you can see coming up on the menu, they have a decent selection for breakfast.
And probably they have a better selection for lunch and dinner. It just so happened that we were traveling very early in the morning. So that's why.
Yes, I heard the burger is really good here, so but it wasn't on the menu yet. And again, as you can see, there's a lot of seating areas, private as well as if you're in a larger group that you wanna, kind of see eye to eye and talk to them. That's available as well. Again, the Polaris in Newark opened up not too long ago. I believe it was early May that it opened up, and it's early, so that's why we don't see a lot of people.
And I love how big and clean, and the thing is it has a lot of sitting and their chairs are really comfortable. I tested all of them.
And as you can see, that's the 787 Dreamliner that we're going to be taking to Narita, where we transferred to A&A. We sat in a strategic location close to the buffet area, so we'll walk there and take a look at what they have. So this being the pandemic era, they did have a pretty good selection of items for breakfast. You can start out with some bagels here, bagel spreads they had, and different types of breads with butter. Various muffins, a couple of different muffins with different spreads are available as well. And they have some fruits, whole fruits, as well as sliced fruits. And again, for the pandemic era, we were kind of surprised that they had all this out, but it's getting more towards what it was pre-pandemic. Back there's a cappuccino machine and some more coffee.
And more sitting dining area too. And now the hot choices, they have some scrambled eggs, which it was like a white
That's white
egg whites,
scrambled eggs.
eggs.
And then this is the regular scrambled eggs. Some pancakes. They were actually pumpkin pancakes.
Yeah, they were delicious.
There's some oatmeal. I didn't want to open the oatmeal. There's some hash brown potatoes. Yeah, some sausages, turkey sausage, and Canadian bacon, which looked pretty good. We tried a sampling of the food, different items, and they were actually pretty good. And the coffee was Ilio.
Yeah, they were Illy.
Illy, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Illy
Illy.
coffee.
Illy coffee. They were actually very good.
And of course, we had a sampling of the mimosa from the bar.
Yeah, no one can say no to that. Finally!
I know. In the Polaris business class, we were seated in the even row. The odd rows are the best if you're traveling with somebody else. As you can see there, the IFE had a lot of movies and entertainment available. This is the footwell with the slippers, and I also got a pajama there.
I'm actually very surprised that they offered pajamas on business class. Usually that's only for the first class. His row, his side, they were offered a pajama. My side, they did not offer us a pajama at all. And I actually didn't like the Dreamliner 787 because it was very cramped, very tight, no space to move at all, very tight. And it's actually the worst business class I've ever been.
What you saw was the amenity kit there. It was just a standard amenity kit with toothpaste, toothbrush, and some lotions. The bedding, they're back to the Saks Fifth Avenue. I heard that they weren't giving that before, but that's pretty comfortable. But like Rika said, it felt kind of cramped, so it wasn't the best business class that we've been on, at least so far. And we're off. For my in-flight meal, I ordered the short rib, which came with mashed potatoes, a lemon sorbet, and a salad. It was actually pretty enjoyable.
As for me, I chose the salmon. I actually didn't like it. I know it's fish, but it was too fishy for my taste. So overall, I was not happy with this trip.
The ANA business class is set up in a 1-to-1 configuration. This time we decided to sit by the windows, and again the odd rows are the better seats to sit in for more privacy and window access.
I actually love the ANA, even if it's the same airplane, it's 787, because it's actually very, very roomy. Service was excellent, food was good. I just love it compared to the Dreamliner United 787.
The IFE there again filled with entertainment and shows and TV and movies. The footwell is bigger, and you get a lot more space to put stuff on, and you know, if you wanted to store stuff. You also get the TV controls there, some charging stations, light, and you also have the lie flat controls.
They actually have more choices in their entertainment. They have newer movies compared to the United one.
This is the headphones that were provided, as well as slippers and a blanket. There was no amenity kit provided, probably because it's a short flight to Manila. It's about a 3 to 4 hour flight.
But even if it was short, it was actually very pleasant because you don't feel like so cramped with your neighbors. Even if you're in 1-to-1 configuration, I was so close to my neighbor next to me. I don't know, in the United flight, I just didn't like it.
As you can see there, I had plenty of space in terms of if I wanted to lie flat. Even just reclining a bit, there was a lot of space there. In the middle seats, there's a lot more space than the United Polaris.
I felt so bad. I guess on this trip I was just all negative. I chose the Japanese food, the Japanese version food, and it was actually very decent if you want to be adventurous. It was mostly like seafood and those cakes, like seafood cakes that they have. I was very adventurous because I was still full because we ate at the lounge. And it was okay. Probably not for the American taste, but it was okay for me. There are two choices, and you chose the American version, right?
I had the international dish. We had some shrimp with some sauce, and also a fish. It was decent. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Sorry that everything on my comments were all negative, but I guess there's better to have another perspective.